Open Stage Theatre and Company presents Rabbit Hole Radio Theatre's production of Portals. Episode 7, Love and War.
Yeah, who is it?
It's your favorite blues man, Colin.
Door's open.
Sorry to come by so late, but I wanted to tell you, I set up an actual press conference for this evening to promote the concert.
Great.
Just wanted to let you know and show you I'm on board with the concert project.
Super, great idea.
And I was thinking that if you weren't doing anything tomorrow, maybe we could do a picnic thing after the press conference.
Yeah, call it Barnaby and Michaela. We'll make it a party.
Actually, I was kind of thinking of something a little more intimate, personal, just, you and me.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, and I wanted to tell you, I gave up the blues. Yeah, I'm gonna play Cajun big band bluegrass from now on. Sold my guitar and bought a sweet little accordion.
Whatever, no mustard on mine.
Allie!
What?
What the hell are you doing? Because it sure ain't listening to me.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little freaked out right now.
What's wrong?
I got this message from my mom. Things are weirder than usual. I gotta go.
Allie, take a breath. Sit down. You don't gotta get there this very second. So tell me what's going on.
If I tell you what's going on, I won't get there for a month.
Okay, can you summarize?
Orlando, you don't want to hear this. It's personal dysfunctional family stuff, and I gotta deal with it.
Yeah, but you don't gotta deal with it alone.
All right. You asked for it. My dad grew up in this cult in Kansas.
What, like the Moonies?
They were called the Olathe Brotherhood, and they were more like the Amish Moonies.
Scary.
You have no idea. Anyway, the cult fell apart, and my dad, his brother Max, and their mom had to move to town.
Where was their dad?
He died a few years earlier. My dad was the oldest kid and jumped right into the head of the household thing.
How old was he?
I don't know, 12, 13?
Whoa, that's a tough kid to take on that kind of responsibility.
Oh, please. There's something you need to understand about my dad. He's a freak, a control freak. It's like honor and duty are his personal mantra or something.
Hey, come on, Allie. Isn't that the kind of thing everyone says about their dad?
Yeah, but my dad takes it to a whole new level. I mean, first of all, he was never around. He was always off on some business trip or out of town or something. And when he was home, I don't remember a single time when we were together having fun. You know what I mean? No swings, no playgrounds, no teddy bears, none of that.
Really?
He was like this whole medieval patriarch guy.
Wow, I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah, I don't really expect you to. I mean, I've been dealing with this my whole life. I didn't think you'd be able to fix it in 2 minutes.
Look, maybe I should come with you. Give you some moral support?
No, you've got the press conference tonight. Besides, this is the kind of thing I really need to do myself.
Okay, I understand. Well, if you need someone to talk to, you can give me a call.
Thanks. You know what I could really use?
What's that?
That picnic when I get back. Because this sure as hell isn't going to be one.
Excuse me, Mr. Royce, but there's a courier from off-world with a delivery. Shall I send him in?
Is it Mr. Jarvis?
Yes, Mr. Royce.
Excellent. Send him in at once.
You were expecting this Mr. Jarvis, Master?
Oh, yes. Mr. Jarvis is one of our operatives in the Temple of New Eden. Mr. Jarvis, report.
Your agent within the temple commanded me to deliver this missive at once, my lord.
Very good. Leave the parcel and report to room 664 for debriefing at once.
Judging by the size of the missive, Master, your source appears to be well placed within the order.
Solomon Keyes is a very fastidious man, especially when it comes to those in whom he places his confidence. Fortunately, an organization on the scope of New Eden requires thousands of functionaries and administrators to operate.
And what does your covert administrative functionary have to say?
It appears the pieces have shifted once more upon the board.
No doubt Allison Drake is involved.
Indirectly, yes. She inadvertently led Keyes to the very lair of the Tenek Soor, an objective he has been seeking for centuries.
The woman is a beneficence to all she encounters.
Not for the Tenek Soor, it would seem. Keyes orchestrated a surgical strike by the Shadow Guard and plundered the Tenek Soor rift shard. Their prize is detailed in the bulk of this communique. It appears the Tenek Soor had quite the literary cache.
Books.
Thousands of ancient texts, thought lost for millennia.
That is a treasure indeed.
Perhaps.
My lord.
These texts, they are disturbing.
How delightful.
If my knowledge of the subject serves me correctly, these documents suggest that Solomon Keyes is attempting to reconstruct the negation matrix.
The what?
Caliban, find Allison Drake at once, shadow her like her own soul, and make sure nothing happens to her. Go!
At once, my lord.
Allison! Oh, honey, I'm so glad you're here.
Hi, Mom.
Come in. Do you have any bags? Are they in the car?
Just this. I'm not planning on staying very long.
Have you eaten? Do you want some supper?
Mom, I've just driven 6 hours. Why don't we talk about why I'm here?
But sit down. Do you want something to drink? Iced tea? Something?
Mom!
Yes. Yes, dear.
Your message said something was up with Dad.
When your father came back from his business trip, I confronted him about Max's death.
And?
Well, he was surprised, and I think a little scared. He ranted and raged about Max, and then he just withdrew into the den and started watching TV. He's been distant ever since.
Dad? Distant?
Allison, I know you and your father don't get along, but something very strange is going on.
So where is he now?
Back in the den, as usual. Allison, I'm scared. Will you please help me?
Well, I don't know what help I could be. He ignores me even more than he ignores you. He hasn't even come out of the den, and he knows I'm in here.
Allison, shh.
I will not. Shh. Look, Mom, I don't know why you chose to marry him or stay with him as long as you have, but I've been through too much in the last few weeks to keep putting up with with him. So let's bring him on out. Dad! Dad!
What?
You want to come out here and say hi to your daughter?
Well, well. The little prima donna returns.
Hi, Dad. Good to see you, too. I'm fine. School's great. I was so glad to see you at my first gallery opening.
Little early to start in on my shortcomings, isn't it? We haven't even sat down to dinner yet.
Allie, Abe.
I told you, Elizabeth, she owes me an apology. It's her responsibility.
Oh, you're real good at telling everybody else about their responsibilities, aren't you, Dad? What, might I ask, do I owe you an apology for?
Don't take that tone with me, young lady. You know very well what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean my name change? But it bothers you that I wanted to take the name of the parent who cared about me? Who took me to the park? Who tucked me in at night?
What about the parent that put food on the table and clothes on your back? The one who worked all day, every day, to give you the kind of life that you just took for granted. He didn't care for you.
Yeah, Dad, we've all heard this speech before. You got any new material, or do we just have to rehash your greatest hits all night?
You never respected me. You have never respected what I've done for you, for your mother, or for...
For who, Dad? For humanity? For mankind? What, you want a medal for never missing a bill, but, never making a birthday?
Allison, stop. Your father has done more for this family than you could know. He deserves your respect.
Why do you always do that? Why do you defend him? You called me, worried about how he was reacting to Max's death.
You called her?
Abe.
You brought her here?
Abe, I was worried.
Yeah, she called me, Dad, because you scared her and she didn't know what else to do. So now you have to deal with me.
Allison, I have had to deal with you every day of your life. You are a constant reminder.
Of what? Your duty and honor?
Yes, exactly.
What's that supposed to mean? Don't you dare put this on me!
This is not about you, Allison. It never has been.
Then what?
Feel free to jump in any time, Elizabeth.
Abraham Crow, this is not the time.
No, I think it's the perfect time, Elizabeth. You called her here. You were worried. You organized this little family reunion. Now you need to participate.
Well, you're out of this. For once in your life, would you please just be a father?
I've been playing that role for 23 years.
No, you haven't, Dad. If anyone filled that role, it was Uncle Max. He was more of a father to me than you ever were.
That's because he is your father.
What?
Oh, Abe.
That's right. Max Crow is your father. That irresponsible, deceitful, backstabbing con man is your father.
That's not possible.
Let me tell you what I thought wasn't possible. I didn't think it possible that the two people I loved more than anything in the world could betray me the moment I turned my back.
Mom?
I'm sorry, darling.
Fine. Even if that's true, Dad, you chose to marry Mom and raise me as your own. That makes you the only father I've got. I've always been your daughter. But you chose to punish me when all I ever wanted was to love you.
You can't.
Yes, I can, Dad. I'm a grown-up now. I can try and make things right in my life. The question is, can you?
Abe! Abraham, don't! Oh, dear.
You store it. Can I help you? I thought you weren't going to call here. Really? Well, how should I know? If she chooses to go home for a visit, I'm not being snippy. I just don't like this arrangement. No, everything's not under control. Allison's life is in peril. Do you understand that? Well, that's easy for you to say. Wait, there's someone skulking around the storage garages. I'll have to call you back. Don't move.
Whoa, hold on.
Michaela?
Hey, Mr. B.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for a portal. Could you, put that away?
What? Oh, yes, of course.
Thanks.
Now, a portal, you say?
Yeah, the portal to Sabrea, actually.
Oh, it's, this way. Right over here.
Thanks. I, saw something I wanted to pick up for Allison during our last visit there.
Ah.
Kind of want it to be a surprise.
Of course.
So, can we keep this just between us?
Oh, you can rely on my discretion, never fear.
Thanks, Barnaby. I appreciate it.
You're quite What?
Huh?
You called me Barnaby.
Oh, yeah, I guess I did. Look, I'm sorry about giving you such a hard time with the whole Barney thing.
Really?
It was kind of mean, childish, and, no hard feelings?
No, not at all. Here you are, 228.
Thanks, Mr. B. See you around, huh?
Yes, quite. How very strange.
Would you like some more casserole, hon?
Nah, I think that's about all I can get down right now. No offense.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. Oh, well, I guess I can just heat it up tomorrow.
So, Mom, about Max.
Yes, I know. You deserve an explanation.
Why didn't you ever tell me? Why'd I have to find out like this?
Well, hon, your father, Abraham and I, thought it best to keep it from you, to let you have a normal childhood.
Wow, Mom, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think your plan worked out so well.
I know, but we tried.
Well, you tried anyway.
You may not see it, dear, but your father, Abraham, he tried too. He's always been very conscious of his responsibilities, even when we were dating back in high school.
Was he different then?
Oh, yes, Allie, yes, he was. He was different from anyone I'd ever met. He was shy and kind of bookish and funny.
Dad, funny? Like, ha-ha funny or?
Ha-ha funny. It was a really dry wit that almost no one got, but he made me laugh.
Wow, Dad making people laugh. Dad making you laugh.
I talked him into joining the school newspaper, and then he started helping me with classes. It seemed like it took forever, but eventually we started dating.
So where did Max come into all of this?
Well, Abraham got a scholarship, went off to college, and, well, I started spending some time with Max. He was Abraham's brother, after all, and being with him somehow felt like being with Abraham.
Okay, I guess I can see that, but how did you and he... with Max, how...
It was different being with Max and with Abraham. Socially, I mean. You know how charming Max can be. He was high school royalty back then. I had been ostracized for dating Abe, but suddenly I was attending all the in-crowd parties and envied by all the pretty girls.
I can imagine.
Honestly, I got swept away. Whatever I may have felt back then, I think the real truth is that I loved being with Max. I loved being a part of the magical world he seemed to live in all the time.
You don't know the half of it.
Pardon?
Well, Mom, I found out that Max had a few other magical qualities, too.
You mean the portals?
Yes, you knew.
Oh, heavens, yes. Max and Abraham were always quarreling over them. The Olathan brethren were an ancient order and knew a great deal about the portals, and Max actually used that knowledge in the outside world. Abraham felt that was utterly irresponsible.
So you've seen other worlds?
Oh, my, yes. I don't remember the names. Oh, except this funny little market in Sabrea.
I've been there.
Oh, did you try the giesel?
Yeah.
And then there was this other place, not far from there. The Luna, I think. It was the most beautiful picnic spot, and not a soul around. If it were on Earth, it would have been full of parked cars and fogged up windows.
Like a cosmic Blueberry Hill?
Exactly. Oh, Max and I had some wonderful times.
And then Dad came back from college, right?
Yes, he came home, and the moment I saw his face, I knew I couldn't deceive him. His trust and faith in me was unshakable, up to that point anyway.
How'd he react?
Allie, he was furious. He started shouting, screaming at me. He kicked things. I was terrified. But then all of a sudden, he started sobbing. He collapsed into my arms and just wept.
My God, Dad cried?
It was at that moment that I realized how much I had hurt him. At that moment, it all became clear, and I knew who I was supposed to be with. I raised his face to mine and told him that I would still be honored to be his wife, if he would still have me.
What did he say?
Well, he said yes, silly. We got married and had you, and he got a job, and we started our life together.
When did things start going bad?
Oh, it's been a slow process. I think he was pretty elated right up until the delivery. That's when it really started dawning on him what he had signed up for. But he has stuck it out just as he promised. He's a man of his word.
Did you ever think of going back to Max?
Allison, do you really think Max is the kind of man you settle down with?
No, I guess not.
Besides, I had made a promise, and I vowed I would never break it again.
Duty and honor?
Yes, and love. In the end, I've stayed with your father because I love him. He's not some cardboard cutout from a soap opera, dear. He's a human being with all the sadness and joy and complications that come with it.
Well, yeah, I guess. Hey, wait, did you just call him my father?
I guess I did. Force of habit.
I know what you mean.
Well, hon, it's getting late. I don't think it makes much sense to wait up for Abraham to come back home. He might be gone a while. I put new linens on your bed upstairs, and there's a towel in the bathroom.
Thanks, Mom, but actually I think I'm just going to take off.
What? Now? At this hour? It's a 6-hour drive, Allie.
Yeah, I know, but I could really use some windshield time to think by myself. I'll just pick up some convenience store coffee and go for it.
Well, okay. But you pull over if you start to get tired.
Will do, Mom.
All right, then.
Bye, Mom. I love you.
I love you too, Allie.
Tell Dad.
Yes?
Nothing. Never mind. I'll call you.
All right, dear. Goodbye.
Chicken, and I've been playing the blues ever since. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Waters, according to your bio, your only venues to date have been nightclubs and lounges. Why a concert, and why now?
Ma'am, if you had ever played a nightclub or lounge, you wouldn't ask that question. Just kidding. I actually love a good club, but a very special lady thought this concert was a good idea, and I trust her instincts. So, the concert is this Friday, 8 p.m. at the Civic Center, everybody. Hope to see you all there, and thanks a lot for coming.
Nice press conference.
Allie! Hey, I didn't expect you back till tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. I was driving home and really, really wishing I was here with you. Next thing I know, I'm in the Rift.
What, just bam, you're in the Rift?
Kinda. I'm getting the hang of this Rift Walker thing. If you want something bad enough, it kinda kicks in.
You're okay, though, right?
Well, I freaked out a little, and then I thought of you. Poof, I'm here.
And your car?
It's parked out back. Came with me.
Damn, girl, you could give some competition to the airlines if you wanted to.
What I want, Orlando, is to get out of here. Are you done?
Yeah, sure. Allie, are you okay?
Not by a long shot. Come on.
Sure, where are we? This is the janitor's closet.
And now it's the Rift.
Whoa, give a guy some warning, will you?
Sorry. Hold on, I want to show you something.
Oh, wow. Allie, this is beautiful.
I found it a week or so ago. You think we're the only ones who know about this place?
You are getting good at the Rift Walker thing. Is this a Rift shard?
I don't think so. I think it's just a really small reality.
Complete with wildflowers and waterfalls. Very nice.
Yeah.
Allie, you look like somebody just ripped your heart out. Here, sit down.
Oh God, Orlando, everything is...
Shh, it's all right. Easy.
I walked into the house for the first time in like 2 years, and he just ignored me.
Your dad?
He just kept watching TV like I wasn't there.
Oh, Allie, look, he's a bastard, right? But you knew that going in, didn't you?
Knowing it doesn't help. It's like I have no defense against him. I can't shut him out, and all he does is hurt. Me, Mom, everything.
Well, love ain't easy, Allison. When your heart's open,
Love?
you just...
I hate him, Orlando.
Well, that's a fine line, babe. Love and hate. You only feel for the things you care about. He's your father, Allison. You can't just...
No, he's not.
Come on now.
No, I mean it. He's really not my father.
What?
They lied to me, Orlando. Both of them. Max, too. Mom had a little indiscretion with Max just about 23 years ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're getting the whole picture now.
So, Max is your father?
I don't know. How can I trust them? Can I believe anything they tell me?
Hey, now.
My whole life, I thought I knew who I was, what I was. I didn't like everything about it, but it was mine, my life. And now I'm an accident. I'm a side effect of a moment of lust between my mother and her fiancé's brother.
Hey, now, I'm sure your mother
And on top of that, I'm a rift walker. I'm a dimension-hopping freak with demons trying to kill me. I don't even know if I'm human anymore.
Hey, easy. That's enough now.
Oh, God, Orlando, everything is broken. Everything's wrong.
Shh, ain't nothing wrong. Nothing's broken. It just feels that way. Shh.
How can you say that?
Because I know it ain't. I got faith, okay? Faith in you. Faith in me. I know things ain't exactly fun right now, but the story's not over yet.
What story?
Yours. Mine. You folks. This is just a chapter, a page in the book. Look, it sucks right now, but what happens next is a blank page.
You know how artists feel about blank pages.
Yeah, they fill them up with beautiful things.
Orlando, I love...
Shh.
What?
Don't say nothing you'll regret later. Not now.
You know, when I look back over these last few months, I don't think I could have made it without you there. With me.
You would have been just fine.
Hush, Blues Man. I'm talking here.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been so caught up in this storm, this chaos of demons and rifts and portals. And I just now realized something. You love me.
Yeah?
Yeah. The whole world is spinning like crazy, but when I'm in your arms, I'm on solid ground again. I know who I am. And I know what I want.
What do you want, mon cher?
I want you. I love you, Orlando.
I love you, Allison. More than I can say in words.
Then show me.
Hello?
Michaela!
Winter, hey! Oh my God, what happened to you?
The Shadow God of New Eden attacked the Shard. Many of our warriors have given themselves to the rift.
What?
A few hours after you left us, they returned with 10 times their number. We held our ground, but they were too many. In the end, the Hagrasha ordered us to withdraw and flee into the rift.
Okay. Did Blacknar...
No, she is dead. I am sorry.
Yeah, me too. So where are you now? Here on Hantor?
No, we have many encampment shards throughout the rift. But we cannot hide from our failure.
Winter, come on! There's no shame in pulling back from a slaughter.
You are forgetting. The Heart of Oblivion was on our home shard.
That's right, that library of scrolls and... Wait, what do you mean was?
Once we withdrew, the Shadow God did not pursue us. They went directly to the Heart of Oblivion.
They were after the library? Oh man. And if it wasn't for me, they'd have never found you.
No, Michaela, you have no blame in this. It was the Unmaker who exposed us to our enemies.
Allison? She didn't mean to.
You see now? Whatever her intent, the actions of the Draconis always end in destruction. If we had succeeded in destroying her, the Heart of Oblivion would be safe.
And now?
Now, every reality may be erased from existence.
Oh man.
I must go. The others are waiting for me.
Winter?
Yes?
Can I come with you?
Is this your choice?
Yes, it's my choice.
Then come.